Hopefully it works. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, a day. I don't know, when it's this close to Christmas I kind of like lose track of days. But because it is so close to Christmas, I thought I wanted to make some Christmas cookies. And I found a video on Tasty the other day, and sometimes I just kind of spend my life watching Tasty videos wishing that I could eat them all, but I don't really want the effort of making them. But these look really good, so I thought, let's do some of these. So the official title for them is Speculoos Cookie Butter Stuffed Snickerdoodles. That is a mouthful. Snickerdoodles, I think, they are just like plain cookies that are like rolled in cinnamon sugar, I think. I think that's what makes a snickerdoodle. I don't know. But anyway, that's what we're going to make today, so let's get on with it. Okay, so first thing first, we're going to want to make the cookie butter that's like the soft center of the cookie as a whole. So for that, you're going to need 4 tablespoons of salted butter. I have slightly salted butter, so hopefully it's okay. Then you also need 2 tablespoons of evaporated milk. Now be careful with this, because when I went into the shop to get some of this, I thought evaporated milk was dried, and I thought it was like powdered milk. So I was literally walking around with a bag of this like milky flour stuff, and luckily this was there, and it's liquid, so I don't know how it's evaporated. Then you need a 1/4 cup or 75 milliliters of condensed milk. Now this makes sense for it to be liquid because it's condensed, not evaporated. And then you need 8 speculoos cookies, which I looked everywhere and couldn't find, but I've got these. These are Lotus Biscoff, and it looks like these are near enough the same thing, so hopefully it works. And what you need to do with these 4 ingredients is you need to weigh them all out or get the right measurements and throw them all into a blender. In the recipe it called for 8 speculoos cookies, and this is a lot more than 8. But I'm going off the weight rather than the quantity. 1/4 cup of condensed milk. That's gonna go in kind of, well, I mean, it's all gonna stay in there. 2 tablespoons of evaporated milk. 1. So into that I've added 4 tablespoons of butter, and that's all we need for now. So hopefully this is going to work. I think it's finally where we need it. It took a long time though. So when it comes out, it's supposed to resemble, apparently, the texture of peanut butter. So, okay. And then I'm supposed to use a small ice cream scoop. I only have 1 ice cream scoop. And make 12 balls. It'll look like that size. 1. 2. Already told me it's so probably like half the size of that, maybe like a 1/3. In, on, go. You can tell it's going to be a lot easier to just do this with my hands. These look like little balls of poop. So portioning these out was a lot harder than I anticipated. So I've made 13 when there was only supposed to be 12, but whatever. Kind of the same size, apart from like this beast one here. And now these need to go in the freezer for 30 minutes. So while the cookie butter is in the freezer, we'll make the cookie dough for the outer shell of the cookies. So to start, what you need is 100 grams of granulated sugar, 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, And it says a teaspoon of vanilla extract, but I have an actual... Oh, that's a knife. And it says 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, but I have an actual vanilla pod. That's all I have. So we'll just cut this out. And then inside this is all the vanilla-y goodness. Hopefully that's maybe enough. You can never have too much vanilla. Well, yes you can. I feel like this might actually be too much. And with this, we just need to whisk these together. This is not working. Let's try the spoon. Yeah, it says this is supposed to be light and fluffy. This is not. It might be because I'm using a spoon and not anything else. Okay, I'm gonna add the egg now. This does not look nice. I feel like now is a good time to switch back to the whisk. It's such a workout. This, I need to add the 190 grams of flour, teaspoon of cream of tartar, teaspoon ground cinnamon, and a teaspoon of baking soda. And we just need to fold this in. So I just need to cover this and let this sit for 30 minutes apparently. Okay, so these little turds have frozen for half an hour, and this is chilled for basically that. In a bowl, you mix 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. So first, you take a little bit of cookie dough, roll it in your hand so you get a little sphere, press it down, leave that to one side, take your little poo center, put it on top of there. Then you need to roll the other side with some more dough. Press that one down. Then you take it, place it over the top, press it all together, like a little dumpling, and roll it into a sphere, ball, whatever. So a ball. Once you got that, you roll it into the cinnamon sugar, and you repeat it for the rest of them. Definitely using way too much cookie dough and not enough center. So I don't really have much left of the dough, but I still have 6 more centers. Awkward. Oh, I figured it. Now we can roll on my fingers and have it on. Oh, wow. Wow. So we got 11.5 cookies. But I had 13 centers, so yeah, I kind of went wrong somewhere, but oh well. The oven's preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius, and I'm just going to place these in now for 12 minutes. Oh no, the small one's rolling around. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. These smell so good. These two have like formed a marriage. So have these two. Oh, these two are almost there. I'm pretty happy with these. Okay. Ooh, it feels like. Ooh. Whoa. They are so good. They're like. It just feels like comfort food. Honestly though, the inside of these are just so good. Oh my god. Do you know what would be really good with these? A glass of milk.
Oh, he needs some milk!
So thanks for joining me again. If you want to have a go at making these, I'll leave a link in the description below to the tasty video, because they probably explain it a lot better than I did in mine. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to have a go at making these, I'll leave a description in the link below. What?